Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I have a friend who just started his career as a teacher in a primary school. Weeks ago, he came and asked me to raise a topic for his midterm composition test. I was curious why he chose me, because he is a teacher himself. My friend said that he wanted something that the students can really show their different ideas. Without thinking, I asked him to let his students to write about what they would do if they were given $1 million. My friend left with satisfaction, and I fell into my old memories. It reminded me of my time in primary school. In our Chinese class, our teacher required us to write a composition with the topic, "My most unforgettable day with our real experience." When papers came back, half of the students wrote about their first day they came to school. The rest were all about picking up money on streets and giving it to policemen or helping a blind man cross the street. Of course, I was among them. But I remember very clearly that one student, only one student, gave something different. He wrote about the day that he first kissed a girl. I read his composition. After all these years, I can't remember every word, but I dare to say that Shakespeare may not be able to write equally good when he was 11 years old. But the kid was scored 0. The composition was written out of real experience and genuine emotion. But our teacher thought the content was unhealthy. I'm sure you know the Chinglish meaning of this word, unhealthy. That was 15 years ago. You read about these compositions and you feel that half of our populations are blind. So all these kids can have a chance to help a blind man cross the street. And every one of us has a hole in our pocket, so all these kids can have a chance to pick up lost money and give it to policemen. A few days ago, my friend sent me an email of all the copies of his students' compositions. I have to say I was sadly disillusioned. Among those papers, 40% students said that they would like to donate their money to people in poverty so their children can have a chance to go to school. The rest were much more alike. Some wanted to support a panda protection project, and some wanted to buy books to enlarge their knowledge. One student even said that he would like to spend his $1 million on the effort to cure AIDS. I was more than astonished to know that a 10-year-old child knew what AIDS really is. Of course, that was a long time ago. It has always been our dream to open the hearts of children. We encourage them to describe their dream, and we act in a way as if we are always ready to accept their thoughts. However, children are scared by the 0 marked on their papers. They are trained to say what we want to hear. People compare children to flowers of tomorrow, and parents do dream about the scenery that roses, tulips, daffodils flourish in the future. But down the road we are going on, in the future, or the future of future, only one kind of flower can be found. And that is the flower we like most. Thank you.
Contestant number 16. It's been said that technology creates more problems than it solves and may threaten or damage the quality of life. Is this statement reasonable? What problems does technology bring us? Use specific examples in your answer, please.
Thank you. I guess most of you have seen the movie Terminator. I want to make a very bad prophet that human being will one day be terminated by our own technology. People all say that Shakespeare is the greatest writer in this world. I think from this aspect we can learn that the first killer of our future is computers. You can think that you may be able to raise thousands of reasons for Shakespeare's success. But beyond these thousands of reasons, I want to say Shakespeare succeeded to be the greatest writer simply because Shakespeare has no Microsoft Word process to do his words. Shakespeare corrects every single line of his composition, of his work, by his own hand. And that is why Shakespeare can be the greatest writer and will always be remembered by us. People always say that Mozart is the greatest composer in this world. You may also raise thousands of reasons for Mozart's success. But I want to say beyond all these reasons, it is simply for the reason that Mozart had no MP3 to download songs from the internet to listen to. Mozart trusts his own ears. He listens to every single sound that a piano produced. So that is the reason why Mozart can be the greatest composer. And people say that Picasso is the greatest painter in this world. You may also raise thousands of reasons for Picasso's success. But I want to tell you that beyond these reasons, it is because that Picasso had no Photoshop software to use to produce his pictures. Picasso corrected every single line that he had drawn with his own hand, and that is the way how he succeeded. And finally, I want to tell you that computer brings us automation, and the automation will be the final terminator of human being. We have automatic washing machine. You put a piece of dirty clothes into a washing machine, and you just simply press one button, and your clothes is clean and ironed. We have dishwashers. You put dirty dishes into a